Okay, so hello everyone. This is our fourth Adobe Photoshop tutorial. Fourth, no? Or third? This is the fourth, I think. Yeah, it's the fourth one. And we're actually gonna start drawing cartoons now. So let's get ready. But first, we're gonna build up a little bit more foundations before we go to the cartoons part of Adobe Illustrator. You know, the marketing images and cartoons on how you can create them, no? So let's start. We're gonna create a new file, no? A postcard and ganito. And then from here, we're now going to try to create a normal shape and manipulate it with dots and lines, no? So how do we do that, no? A normal shape and manipulate it with dots and lines. So for example, let's go back to the rectangle tool. This is the normal rectangle, no? So magganon ako. And as you can see, you will be seeing dots dito. May dots dito sa side. Kita nyo to? May dot dyan, may dot dito, dito, dito. So look what happens if I drag this dot inside. So it becomes curvier. Noticed? No, so ganun. So it can increase the curvature if ganun. Now this one in the middle, no? This is something else, and I will show you exactly kung ano yung ginagawa ng middle line, but it actually works only with the circle shape, no? So may naririnig ako na sound. I think si Lucci yun. Si Lucci or baka si Tessa. It's depend. So that's for the rectangle. It's lit rectangle. Now let's go and create the circle. Ellipse tool, and let's draw the circle. And this time, let's try to manipulate it using this thing. Kita nyo to, yung parang blue dot in the end. I'm gonna click on the blue dot and open it, just like that. And look what happens. Naging Pac-Man na siya, guys. So, there you can manipulate a circle by just doing that. Okay? So that's one way to manipulate the circle. You can stretch it out like this, stretch it out like that. It's up to you. So, basically, there are many ways. Even yung polygon. Now, let's create a polygon. You can manipulate its curvature like this, undo, and then you will be able to see this line dito sa side. No, you can even ano yung curvature niya ng pangganyan, and then you can do this, and then you can also rotate it just like this. There you go. Ano pa to? Oh, ganun. And then lastly, no, kita niyo yung parang small na circle slider dyan sa baba. Kita niyo yan, no? Kita niyo lang, no? I'd prefer na si Ma'am Annalyn, marinig ko si Ma'am Annalyn kasi iba talaga basta call center voice yung marinig mo eh. No? Ma'am Annalyn, do you see this small dot on the side? No?
Yeah, I can.
If I move this slightly dito, look at the shape. It decreases its number of sides. If I put it higher, dumadami. You see? So you can manipulate it that way as well. You see? Okay, now let's proceed. No, let's go ahead and get a shaper tool. So what is this shaper tool? No, so let's exit this muna, and then let's go on new. And then for the shaper tool practice, no, we're going to try to draw shapes without mastering much of the elements. So how do you do that? Just click on Create New. Arts and Illustration, postcard, magawa tayo ng ganito. And here, now let's go to the Shaper tool. The Shaper tool is over here, just below the paintbrush. Click on it, and look what happens if I draw a circle. Hindi siya perfect na circle. But if I draw it, perfect na siya. No? Parang love lang, hindi perfect at first, pero joke lang. Now, ito, another rectangle, na medyo mahaba. And oh, ayan na siya. Perfect na siya. Ito naman, rectangle, triangle, o ganun, or square. So, the shaper tool is very good in creating perfect shapes from imperfect drawings, no? So, what is the potential of a shaper tool? So, I'm gonna show you ano yung potential ng shaper tool. May tanong ako later, tingnan nyo guys. So, I'm gonna draw this diamond. Tingnan nyo ha? So, it's a diamond, right? And I'm going to draw a line. Watch this line. See the line? Okay, right? See the line? No? And now I'm going to draw 3 rectangles on top. Watch this. One rectangle. No, it's not a rectangle. Right, Shaper Tool. One rectangle. And then two rectangles. Pangit. Two rectangle. And then three rectangle. Okay, may tatlo na akong rectangle, di ba? And look what I'm gonna do next. The Shaper Tool can actually predict erasures. So, tingnan nyo to. Yung line dito, may tanong muna ako. Do you think it's possible to create a mountain image with what I have right now just using the Shaper Tool? Yung image na to, I can turn it into a mountain by just using a Shaper Tool. So, to do that, yung excess line dito, tingnan nyo, I'm gonna create a squiggly motion like this. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Erase na siya. So, squiggle, squiggle, squiggle actually means erasing for the Shaper Tool. So, I'm gonna erase dito again. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Okay. And then, now, tingnan nyo ito sa taas. I'm going to erase dito. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Oh. I'm gonna erase this one ng sa loob, squiggle as well. Oh, you see? So, and then, look what I'm gonna do next. I'm going to select this shape, ito, and I'm going to move it slightly upwards, just like that. And what else am I going to do? I'm going to select the rectangle, and I'm going to fill it with color brown, or maybe gray, yung gusto niyo sa mountain. And then, I'm going to select the squares on top, yung tatlo. So, I'm going to hold Shift, select, 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 and I'm going to fill it with the color white. So now, we just created ourselves a mountain logo image. Oh, di ba? Oh, ang galing ni Annalyn, no? Di ba? So just by Annalyn looking at the drawing, nakagawa na siya ng ng mountain. Now, paano kaya if makita pa kayo ni Annalyn in personal, no? So now, let's try to use the smoothing and erasing tool. So I'm gonna show you guys a drawing. So I need to smooth and erase. And look at this drawing. It looks good. However, marami siyang parang mga, kita nyo ito, parang mga extra squiggles, parang ito, mga ganun, hindi siya perfect, no? So, pangit siya kasi hindi siya perfect, no? What a racist statement. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select the erasure tool. So, to select the erasure tool, nandito lang siya, oh. Just click on it. Okay, so I clicked on it. And now I have the eraser in my hand. Erasure. Erasure. That's how you pronounce it, right? Eraser. Erasure. Eraser. Eraser. And then, kita niyo yan yung bracket button in your keyboard. It's just beside letter P. Do you see it? Okay. If I click on the left bracket, it makes the erasure smaller. If I click on the right bracket, it makes it bigger. You see? So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to make this thing a little perfect using the eraser. So for the eyes, I want it to be a perfect circle. For the other one, ganun. Like that. And then let's go slower dito. Parang ayoko niyan na parang hindi siya perfect. Maybe do it like that, slightly ganon. And then ito, maybe let's clean this out. No, parang ganon. Don't worry, you will be given the practice tools for all of this. Parang ganyan. And then ito pa, parang ayoko to eh. Ganyan. And then yung fins niya, I don't think it's looking perfect enough. No, so maybe we can go it like this. Pag ganyan. And then dito siguro pwede natin pag ganito. O, pag ganyan, no? So, and then dito rin, parang hindi din siya perfect. Pag ganyan eh. Mas nice if smaller yung tip eh. Ganun. And here's another way, kasi kung tingnan mo yung, teeth niya sa baba, yung teeth niya parang hindi perfect, parang marami siyang crooked areas sa teeth. Let me show you how crooked it really is. I'm gonna select the selection tool, ito, and I'm going to select the shape. And now, look at this. Pag select ko ng shape, no, you will see na ang dami niyang mga dots. Dots mean parang corners. Ang dami niyang corners. Kita nyo? It means sa pag-drawing ng tao nito, maybe gumamit siya ng pencil. O, maggamit tayo ng pencil, no? Saan dito yung pencil? Magamit siya ng pencil at saka pag-drawing niya, siguro maraming crooked corners. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand?
Yes,
So
Coach.
there's a way to perfect this. So what you do is you go to the smoothening tool. The smoothening tool. It's over here sa where is it? It's right beside the pencil tool pala. Pencil tool, there you are. And right below the pencil tool, you will see the smooth tool. See that? Okay, now I have the smooth tool, but by the way, let's select this thing muna. Select muna natin yung malaking fish. Now let's go to the pencil, select the pencil. Where are you? And select the smooth tool. Now with the smooth tool, I'm going to try to draw a line dito sa baba. Look what happens when I draw a line. Just like that. Dito. So as you can see, slowly, nawawala yung mga corners. You see that? Do you notice it? Slowly, I'm smoothing out the shape. Yung mga imperfections niya, yung mga crooked lines niya, slowly kinukuha. So you can just keep doing this until mag-smoothen yung image. You understand what I'm saying, guys? Hello?
Yes, Coach.
Yes,
But you know what?
Coach.
I'm showing you the hard way. You can actually just double-click the entire image. At saka automatic smooth na lahat, no? Parang pinahirapan ko pa kayo. So pag double-click nyo ng image, oh, yeah, perfect na siya. Kanina, ganito karami yung dots, oh, dami. I-smooth mo pa yan dito, ganun. But if you double-click mo lang, boom, boom, double-click, okay na, perfect na siya. So bakit ko chino yung mahirap na paraan? Because I want you to know that may mga tao talaga na pwede naman madala sa simple, doon pa rin sila sa mahirap, no? Right. So let's proceed, no, sa pen tool. So ano to yung pen tool? So dito na yung, this is where the fun starts. But before I before I show you the cartoon thingy, let me show you muna yung how the pen tool works. Let's create a new file, no? A new file. And then just tell me if clear pa yung image. Clear pa lahat, guys? No? Clear pa, okay. Let's select a postcard. Letter, siguro, letter. Let's click, ipa-landscape natin siya dito. Oh. And let's click on create. And then, let's add grids. Na maglagay tayo ng grid just for guidance. So, I'm gonna click on view and show grid. Okay, so may grid na tayo. Do you see the grid? Guys?
Yes, Coach.
Okay, so look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna select the pen tool over here. I got the pen, and I'm gonna zoom in. And I'm gonna click on this button, 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and connect it right there. So by just using the pen tool, I was able to create a perfect, what do you call this? A perfect square. Now question, how do you create curved lines using pen tool? By the way, guys, the pen tool is the #1 most used tool in Adobe Photoshop, in Adobe Illustrator. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to hit undo, and now I'm going to create a circle. So how do I do that? I'm going to click on this center thing, and look what I'm going to do. I'm going to drag it halfway. Now what happens is, when I drag it halfway, ito yung point where I'm going to stop holding my mouse. This is going to be like, imagine nyo na lang, parang yan siyang gravity, parang magnet. Yung point na yan where I'm pointing my mouse. So it's a magnet, and I'm gonna let go. Oh, let it go. And now, there's a curved line showing, but this curvature is attracted to that point of magnet where I left my thing. Do you understand, guys? No? Because let me show you. If I'm gonna make it longer, like ganon, and i-let go ko. So as you can see, yung magnet, parang attracted siya dun na area. Mas malayo na siya. You notice? Now I'm gonna undo and I'm gonna drag it again, but not too long, and I'm gonna let go. Pen tool to ha, pen tool. And now, as you can see, attracted dyan siya, pero maliit lang yung attraction niya. Dyan lang na area. Do you notice it? Now look what I'm going to do. I'm gonna select the pen tool ha, nandito lang ha yung pen tool. And I'm gonna drag here, just halfway, and I'm gonna let go. There you go. Now I'm gonna select this one dito sa baba. Now I'm gonna drag it again halfway, and I'm gonna let go again. Now here's sa baba, I'm gonna click on this one again, and then drag it halfway, and then let go. Now then I'm gonna select the other one, drag it halfway, and then let go. And then I'm gonna hit I'm gonna connect the lines, and click on it, and still drag it halfway, just like the same. And what we have is a perfect circle. Palakpakan nga kayo, Turo. Palakpakan. Woo! Palakpakan.
Pwede.
So, ano?
Pwede, coach.
Pwede. So, as you can see,
Pwede.
ganyan kaganda yung pen tool. And then, let me see kung ano pa. Let me see. So, there's also another way to utilize the pen tool. How do you combine straight lines and curved lines? So, this is how you do it. So, I'm gonna write a straight line from here, and one click, straight line. Now, this time, no, may gagawin ako. I'm gonna click on this thing. I'm gonna drag it straight upwards. And you know what happens, di ba? When I let this go, if nagda-drag ka, this point is again gonna be the magnet of the curve. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna let it go, and now it's a curve. Yung medyo attracted siya dun kung saan ko pinakawalan. And I'm gonna click on this, and boom. Ayan siya. Now I'm gonna click another straight line, and let go. And now, magawa naman ako ng curve. So how do I do it? I just click on here and steady. Na ganyan, and let it go. O, boom. So ngayon, dyan naman yung magnet ng curve. And let it go, and ganon. Let it go, and ganon. I'm gonna create another line, gan. And then I'm gonna create another line here. Create another line. And now, steady naman dito. Ganon, or ganon. Let go. And ganon naman. Let go. Ganon. Very good. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, here's another trick. Gusto ko malaman ito before tayo mag-drawing ng cartoon. I'm gonna connect the line again, and this time I'm gonna make it curved, pataas, let go. When I let it go, kita niyo yung line ko, curve na siya automatically. Now, ayaw ko na curve siya automatically. So, how do I cancel out the curve? Simple. I'll just click on the origin dito. Isang click. Boom. Straight line naman siya agad. I'll do it again. Dito, curve, boom. Now, curve naman siya. So, how do I let it go? Yung pagka-curve niya, I'll click on here again. Boom. Straight line naman siya. And connect. And here we have a shape. Okay, so I guess you're excited na. Let's, Coach, gumawa na tayo ng cartoons. Okay, gumawa na tayo ng cartoons. No, ito na. So, si Annalyn, mag-start si Annalyn daw ng business. Amin, business yun. Annalyn, mag-start tayo ng business. So, kailangan tayo, Annalyn, ng logo. Kasi si Annalyn, mag-move yan siya dito sa Cebu. Start kami ng business. So, ito, yung gawa kami ng logo, pero gusto ko mag-practice muna kami ni Annalyn. So, mag-practice kami dito kay Ben 10. Sino nag-watch ng Ben 10 dito, guys? Woo! Wala. Ako lang pala yung fan ni Ben 10. Ito. Wala kayong childhood. Wala kayong childhood. Walang hiya. Okay, so ito is Ben 10. Now, I'm gonna try to, tawag nito. I'm going to try to trace Ben 10 with the curvature tool. Kasi tingnan nyo si Ben 10, ang pixelated niya. Gusto ko, malaki yung size nito at saka ganun, perfect. Pero pixelated siya eh. So how do we fix that? Simple. Let's use the pen. The pen. So let's use the pen. Now let's look at this. So start tayo dito. Click. Okay. And then click natin yung chin niya. And then slightly pa curve. And yan. Oh, nandiyan na. As you can see, may fill tayo sa stroke natin. May fill tayo, no? So para hindi tayo mawala, it's good na may guide tayo na fill. Understood, no? Now, as you can see, curve na siya ulit, di ba? How do I do to cancel out the curve again? What do I do?
Click, coach.
Click the origin. Okay, I'll just click on the origin. Boom. And now, dito naman. And now, I'm gonna hold the curve kasi gusto ko mag-the-same talaga sa mukha niya. I-balance nyo lang yan. Practice lang yan. And boom, nandyan na. Okay, let's scroll up. Naka-curve pa rin siya. Let go of the curve. This time, hindi pa to hair yung atin ginaano ha. Ulo pa ni Ben 10. So, ulo ni Ben 10, click ko dito, slightly ganon. And then, siguro ganito yung kalaki ng ulo ni Ben 10. Ah, wait lang, undo. I think ganito kalaki yung ulo niya. Sample lang. No? Feeling ko lang ganyan kalaki yung ulo niya. And then, dito sa baba, ganyan. Scroll down and i-connect ko dito sa last na ano. Boom. So congratulations guys, meron tayong mukha ni Ben 10. Now we need to color it with flesh. So how do we color it? It's in the fill. Understood? Nasa fill. Click on fill. Now paano natin magaya yung color ng kamay niya? Remember I taught you how to use the eyedropper tool? So that's simple. Punta tayo sa eyedropper. Remember ha, nakaselect pa yung shape na i-manipulate natin yung fill. Select the eyedropper. Nandito yung eyedropper. Nandyan siya. Kita nyo? Click nyan. And just click on a skin. Boom. Oh, andyan na yung kulay ng ano ni Ben 10. Mukha niya. Wait lang. I-confirm muna natin if yan yung color ng mukha niya. Okay, ganun talaga. Undo. And now what you do next, yung stroke niya, hindi ganun ka-thick. Kasi diba thick yung stroke ng drawing. So, let's go to the stroke. Make it black. And then, make it a little thick. Oh, ganun. I think okay na yan. Okay, so we now have his face. Now question, how do we draw his eyes and his nose kasi natabunan na, di ba? Simple. We just send it back. Ipadala natin sa likod. Or we just hide it. So, how do you hide his face? Simple. You just go to layers. Ito yung layers. Remember when we talked about layers last time? No? And nandito yung mukha niya, oh. Just click on the eye shape and wala na yung mukha niya. We just made it invisible. Would you click it again? Lalabas na naman. Click it again. Andyan na naman. Okay. Let's create an eyebrow. Oh, click yung pen tool again. Ay, hindi. Eyebrow, siguro mata muna. Kasi the eyes are the windows to the souls eh. Oh, di ba? So, nose na lang siguro. Click on this one. Click on this one. At ipaganyan. Oh, may nose na tayo. Escape. Bago na naman. Let's click on the mouth. Click on this one. Click on this one and pa-curve konti. Oh, ganun. Okay, oh, nadala yung curveness. Anong gagawin? Hala, oh no, coach. Oh, so, click nyo lang yung dito. At nandiyan na naman. At saka tingnan si Jeneline. I-drawing natin mamaya si Jeneline na natutulog, ha? At saka dito, click nyo lang yan. And then, there you go. Oh, may mouth na siya. Ang problema, ang kulay ng mouth niya, hindi, so just go here, the fill, and make it white. White na. Let's draw the eyebrows. Now, medyo tricky yung eyebrows because we're gonna have to apply what we've learned in the past. So how do we do it? Click on the first part of the eyebrow and click on the last part of the eyebrow. Try to match it just like that. Now, kunin nyo yung fill kasi may fill pa siya na white galing sa teeth. Click on fill, remove it. Very good. Now, as you can see, nandyan yung stroke na black. Let's make it bigger. But not too big na ganyan. Parang ganun lang. But the thing is, it's not the normal eyebrow length. So you go to stroke properties. Nandito yung stroke. Okay, click nyo yan. And dito sa baba, may uniform. And we'll select this one. Oh, ganun. Ito na. I think itong isa. Yan. Let's see what it looks like na i-drag ko lang siya palabas. I-drag ko lang to siya. And, hindi, pangit. So let's go to stroke again. And let's select this one. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, ito na siguro. Ito na. No, so let's put it there. And then, let's try to look at the edge of it. Yung edge niya dapat curve. Ganon. Very good. Yung cap niya, yung corner niya dapat curve. Okay, very good. And then, para hindi na tayo mahirapan sa other eyebrow, we'll just select this eyebrow and duplicate it. Just hold on the Alt key and drag it dito sa kabila. And now we have two eyebrows. There you go. Very good. Let's make the eyes, no? Yung eyes. So let's go to the shape and let's create a shape, no? Yung shaper tool natin. Sana yung shaper tool? Ito siya, shaper tool. Let's draw a circle. Sana perfect lang. Boom! Oh, perfect, diba? Grabe. Let's make it black yung fill. I select natin yung circle. Black yung fill. Very good. Now let's add another circle sa labas niya. No? Shaper tool. Shape. Okay. Ito na rin. Oh, dyan. Perfect. Now let's make it slightly bigger lang, no? Yung, yung size niya kasi parang hindi na-cover lahat, no? Ganon. Konting ganon. And then let's send it back, layers, no? Nasa front kasi siya eh. Yung mata eh, dapat nasa likod. Ganun. And as you can see, green yung kulay niya. Let's make it green, just like, I think, I think yan yung pagka-green doon nakita ko eh. And lastly, yung mata. So what I'm going to do with the mata, with the eyes, I'm going to use the pen again, yung pen. I'm going to click here and click the edge and try to do this. Ito. It's not going to work with the pen, guys. I'm going to have to make it use a circle to do this one. Ellipse tool, just like this. Ganon. And now you need to try to, try to shape it along the eyes, just like that. Try to make it smaller, parang ganon. Dito sa baba, make it wider, ganon. Wider a bit. Hindi talaga, as in guys, hindi nyo kilala si Ben 10. Ako lang nakakilala kay Ben 10. Kawawa naman.
Kilala ko.
Okay, buti na. And then, puti ito siya, no? So, puti, ganon. And then, let's send it back, yung layers niya. Oh, very good. So, may mata na tayo. And then, para hindi na tayo mahirapan sa kabila, no? Medyo ano dito, medyo ano siya. Medyo ganon. Para hindi na tayo mahirapan sa kabila, no? We'll just duplicate the entire eye. So, select the large one, select the middle one, select inside, and Alt. Pangit. Yung sa labas muna, Alt. At saka let's try to, try to shape it well. Na parang mata rin yung mukha niya. O gano'n, no? So, like that. Very good. Now, let's follow with the other eye. Nandito. And follow with the other eye. Nandito. No? Hindi pa tama. Yan. At, ganyan. Hindi. You know what? Let's make this opacity na lang para makita natin yung sa likod niya. How do we do that? We'll try to remove the visibility of this one. Yan. At saka yan na lang natin. I-copy na yun kung saan siya naka-plaster. Saan siya naka-position. Oh, very good. And then let's bring it back. There you go. And then after doing that, we have the face, we have the eyes, we have the nose, we have the eyebrows. Next, we need to do the hair. No? So ganyan yung face niya kanina, no? Pero wala pa tayong hair. So let's try to draw the hair with our pen tool. So this is gonna be challenging, but makaya natin to kasi nandito kayo. Yung mga powers niya, ibigay niyo sa akin. So, let's click on this one. Dito tayo mag-start. Ito, boom. And now, let's try to drag one over here and bend it again a little bit. Ganon. And then, let's track here. And then, dito naman. Very good. And then, let's click here. And then, try nyo bend konti. Okay. And now, click ulit dito kasi nadala yung pagka-bend niya. And then, there. Very good. Click ulit dito. And then dito naman. And then try to bend it. Very good. Tsaka i-click dito ulit. Click dito. And then try to click here and try to bend it again. Very good. Cancel the curve. Diyan naman. And dito naman, i-bend ulit. Oh, okay, very good. Nadala na naman yung curve, oh. Okay, click naman ito. And dito naman, try to bend it. Very good. Okay, click ulit dito. Now, natabunan na. Oh no. So, let's go back to properties. Fill. At kunin natin yung fill. Okay, andyan na tayo. Continue. Click here. And try to bend it again. Like that. Click on here. Dito ulit. That. Ito ulit. Ito. Ganon. Ganon. And then, if you start to get really well, guys, pwede naman na mag-drawing na lang kayo ng cartoons sa papel. And then, i-copy nyo, i-picture nyo yung paper at ilagay nyo sa Photoshop, ay sa Adobe Illustrator. And then, kayo mag-trace ng sariling drawing nyo. No? Sariling drawing nyo, like, maglagay kayo sa papel ng I'm sorry, na with curvature. At saka, i-trace nyo siya, like, forgive me, ganun. And dito naman, try nyo yan. There you go. Ito, i-click natin yan para mawala yung curve. No? Dito i-connect. And then, finally, ganun na yung mukha niya. Okay? As you can see, hindi masyado na-follow dito. So, we can just click there para ma-move natin yan siya ng konti. Ito. There you go. Ganun. Now, let's add fill to the hair. As you can see, yung fill niya wala. Let's make it brown. Yung stroke niya, okay na siguro yan. Fill, make it brown. I-copy natin yung pagka-brown niya. So, eyedropper. At ganito. Oh, perfect. Pero hindi pa perfect kasi yung hair ni Ben, Parang may ano yun eh, may ano yun, may wala nga stroke to na black eh, o ganun. Yung hair ni Ben, parang may gradient, nahalata nyo? May gradient siya ng konti, no? So, wait, let's put in the face muna. Oh, nandiyan na yung face. Yung hair niya, may gradient yun. So, go to fill, and then, select a gradient blue para i-edit natin. O yan. And pangit siya, no? So, gradient options tayo. And now we have the gradient tool. If you remember correctly, you just press on G, and you will see the gradient guide. Remember this, guys?
Coach.
Yes.
Coach, wala ka
Ah,
na sa...
Ako, music.
oh, very good. Ngayon, okay na, okay na. So
Yes,
if you
Coach.
remember the gradient tool, remember, gusto ko yung sa top, dark brown, sa baba, dark brown, sa middle, light brown. So, one area, dark brown. Let's select dark brown. Mas dark pa dyan. Dark brown. And then, another area, dark brown. So I'm just gonna copy this by right-click, holding Alt. Again, if you hold Alt and move something, it's gonna copy it. I'm gonna move it over to the other side. O, dalawa na. And in the middle, I'm gonna hold it and make it light brown. Light brown. As you can see, yung distribution niya, parang it's too wide. So what I'm gonna do is, medyo ipalapit ko to ng konti. Palapit ko rin to sa taas. And there you have it. Maganda na, hindi naman sobra, no? And there you have it, no? Ang ganda na ng hair ni Ben 10. So let's look at it. Okay, so, di ba okay, okay tingnan, guys? So now let's look at the ear. I'm not gonna finish the entire thing siguro kasi baka matulugan na si Geraldine. Tingnan niya si Geraldine, no? So, yan talaga yung position ko if matutulog na ako sa klase. So, ito yung ear. Let's go draw the ear. So, you can see na copy niya pa yung fill ng ng buhok, no? So, I'm just gonna draw it like this and just like that. And then let's copy, make a fill. Lap tayo na eyedropper. Sana na-copy ko na lang yung color ng skin, no? Like, I created a shortcut. Layer. Bring the ear behind. Oh, very good. After that, meron siyang S shape sa likod, diba? So, let's make the ear invisible. And let's copy this S shape. Simple lang yan. Select the pen tool again. Click here, ganon. Click here. Click here, ganon. And then click here, undo. And click here, ganon. Okay, meron tayong S shape. As you can see, may fill pa siya. Ayoko ng fill. I'll make it no fill. Just like that. And as you can see, meron siyang parang dark, fleshy area. You notice that? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another pen, just like this. I'm going to put the pen from up top, going down, and make it curved a bit, ganyan. And then connect the pen over here, and then dito ulit, and dito ulit, and dito, and dito. Very good. Now I'm going to remove the stroke color, right? I'm gonna give it a dark fill color na parang ganito yung color. So I'm gonna hold the eyedropper tool again. Sorry, eyedropper tool and copy this color. There you go. Now let's see. Now I need to put this behind the S line. So I'm gonna move this thing. Ito siya, behind the S line. Where the S? Yan si S. Okay, now as you can see, cover ko na lang konti yung ano niya. Cover ko na lang konti yung ano niya. Ganon. Pag ganon. And sa baba, i-move ko lang to siya, ganon, and ganon. There you go. Now let's put back the ear. There you have it. Meron tayong ears, no? And then, sorry, you just do the same sa kabila, okay? Okay, so, I'll do this faster para makita nyo kung ano kabilis yung pwedeng gawin yung isang bagay, no? Ganon, 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 and ito, and ganon. At saka, properties, fill, eyedropper tool. It's better if you know the shortcuts talaga eh. And then, move it back behind the face. Very good. And then yung S shape, you know what? I'll just copy this one. I'll just copy this. Right click, shift, hold Alt, and now I have it in my hand. And I'll just try to mirror it just like that. Ganon. And I'll just, pag ganyan lang, and lagay ko dito. Okay. See? You see. There you go. Now we have his face. Oh, di ba? Very easy lang. And now yung neck, no? Grabe pati neck pa. Last na to yung neck, promise. Parang, parang na-addict ako dito. Parang gusto kong tapusin. Okay, wait lang ha.
Enjoy.
Tapusin ko lang yung neck. Promise guys, nakaka-enjoy. Promise. Okay, ko dyan yung ano. And then, I'll put the neck behind the face. Just like that. Oh, and then yung neck. See? So, now I've got a high quality drawing of Ben 10. And if I erase the drawing again, if erase ko to, yung ginawa ko, ganito yung kanina, oh. Ganyan. But now, after doing the drawing, ganyan na siya, di ba? It looks better. So now you know how to trace drawings using the pen tool, right? And now, yeah, so basically that's it for now. I want to give you a lot of time to practice the pen tool because ito na yung foundation. This is how you create logos now for Nike. No, it's like paano ginawa ng Nike? You know how to create logos now with Nike, di ba? Using the pen tool, like lagay dito at ito ganito yung Nike logo. Lagay dito at saka wait lang, walang space kasi yung mga mukha niyo nandiyan. Lagay dito, lagay dito, ganyan na line and then ipa-bend mo lang na ganyan, o ganyan. Click here, click dito sa baba, ipa-bend mo lang na ganyan. And then, click here, click dito sa taas, at saka ipaganon mo lang. Parang ganun, o konti. Medyo, parang nakuha ko na siya yung Nike. At saka ito, pahabain mo lang. O, ganyan. Tapos, dito yung curve. Pwede mo yan ma-edit yung curve dyan. And then, you just make it a black fill. O, parang Nike na siya. So, basically, you're gonna start creating logos now using Adobe Illustrator. You're gonna start creating cartoons now. You can edit other cartoons and make it your own. Add different colors and so many more. But here's my challenge. I want you to go ahead. Oh, I almost opened my Chrome there. You know, it's not good. And then mag-search kayo ng picture, for example, beautiful beautiful woman, ganon. And then ito yung ititrace nyo with the cartoon tool. Can you do that? Oh, so yan yung challenge ko sa inyo, ha? So you're going to cartoonize an image using Adobe Photoshop. You're going to trace the hair, add lots of possible colors that you can do. Ito na lang para mas easy siguro. No, parang easy to, no? And ito yung sa ano, lagyan nyo ng gradient, oh, di ba? May i-gradient nyo yan, etc., etc. So try to experiment, make your skills even better, because next week I'll be doing the final conclusion of Adobe Photoshop, where you can actually, ito yung image na to, automatically, you can make it a cartoon. So, here's what I'm gonna do. Tingnan nyo, ha? Bilisan ko to. Like, chug. Oh, bigla lang. And then, and there you go. Oh, ito, image na to. Cartoon na siya. Kita nyo? Hindi halata? Tingnan nyo, ha? Okay. Ready? One. Ay, ulitin ko, ha? Tingnan nyo yung ginagawa ko, ha? Ayan. So I created it into an pixel image automatically with tracing. You can also do that with Ben 10, but medyo advanced na if dito. Kasi si Ben 10, ito, si Ben 10, if you actually apply the thing with Ben 10, kunin ko yung mga, yung mga cartoons ko. And ito, if you apply nyo to kay Ben 10, you can actually do this. Image trace, 16 colors. And automatically, he's an image na medyo nag-convert to the Adobe editor. And you can also trace that image trace. Let's make it into a 16 colors. And then, editable na yan siya. Tingnan nyo. Arrange. Set to front. Transform. Right-click. Isolate. Make pixel perfect. Add to library. It's actually not a PNG image. So by the way, there's a way to make an image into an automatic cartoon using Adobe Illustrator. But again, the conversion process is not that perfect pa. So what animators do, they would take an image online and turn it into a cartoon. I'll give you an example of what that looks like before we end. It's over here. And actually, it's actually in the first slide that I gave you. Ito, ay, copywriting to. Yung discussion kanina. Where are you? Adobe Illustrator intro. Ito ang example, guys. So, ito siya. There you go. So, this is an example of an image where they actually cartoonized Leo DiCaprio. You can see yung original photo ni Leo, no? You can see yung buhok niya, kita niyo? And then you can see yung lines na ginawa ng creator. And you know how to do that na ngayon, di ba, guys? No? You know na how to create lines. Are we clear? That it's easy enough? Hello? Di ba? Yung pen, no? Iti-trace nyo lang dyan. Are we clear? Yo.
Yes,
So,
coach.
kaya nyo yan, no? At saka, nandiyan pala si Joanny. At saka ito, this is another way of making another image. So, these are just pen tools with gradients applied to it. So, we'll be going there na next week. So, if you want to hone your skills, sorry, like this one, ito, example ito, oh. If you want to hone your skills na from ganito na level into these levels, I suggest you start practicing na right now. Would you like to know the rate of an average graphics editor with the knowledge of Adobe Illustrator online? Yung rate, no? When you do editing skills using Adobe editing, different projects yan siya. There are catalog projects, like magpagawa sila ng catalog magazine at saka ikaw mag-design ng borders dyan sa taas. There are other projects like magpagawa ng logo, ng ganon. Different types of different pay for different types of projects. So what I'll do na lang, I'll give you a format of the average pay of each type of graphics job. Is that okay? And where do you get these types of jobs? Usually for graphic editors, what you get most of the time are project-based jobs. Once natapos mo na yung logo, good to go. I know people who have been doing these types of jobs. I actually done it myself. Isang catalog lang, guys, no? 15 pages. You know how much I got? 15 pages lang. I got 22,000. I was the one who designed their catalog. I worked on it for like 6 to 7 days. After that, 6 to 7 days, I got 22,000. Nagustuhan nila yung ginawa ko. Nagpagawa naman sila ng another one, and then another one. And then someday they will ask you to make logos, and etc., etc., and so much more. We'll be pointing you where to apply for these types of jobs. I'll be assisting you next week on the conclusion of Adobe Illustrator. Are we clear? Okay, so
Yes,
this is
coach.
where you create your brand, guys. This is where graphics designing hits the sky.